Hi everyone, Cyan. Here I am again. I've been quite intermittent lately, with the huge gaps of not being here and then flitting back in again. And today I just decided to do a recording because I often promise that I will journal, and sometimes I don't and sometimes I do. I'm not that good at journaling, and I thought, well, maybe Spreaker's a great way to just journal. It's a record of my experience. Uh, it's a way of teaching myself and reinforcing things. And yeah, so I had an experience today. So yeah, I thought I'd share that one. Um, Most of you know that I had a phenomenal awakening experience with Jesus, and that when I had that experience, all the past was gone. It was just washed away, and it was just complete joy and happiness and lightness and bubbliness and freedom and liberation. And whenever I used to meet somebody who was into these healing modalities and they wanted to go and have this treatment for this, and they said, will you come? And I'd say no, because the past is gone. It's no more. There is no past. And if I start seeking into and looking into the past and trying to find things wrong and things to heal, then it's just making it right. I said I don't believe in it. There's nothing that needs to be healed. And so I really went through that phase, and a lot of you know that I had one-on-one teachings with Jesus for 18 months, and I was in that state of joy. And then 18 months later, Jesus gave me A Course in Miracles, and when I opened the book and I saw that the one-on-one teachings that had been given me over the 18 months were actually in the book, I was gobsmacked, dumbfounded, and I was like, whoa. But then I got into the experience of the course, and yesterday I noticed that I seem to have lost that feeling of continuous joy and freedom and liberation, and I was finding myself back in the past a lot, you could say, looking at it, trying to analyse it, thinking, what am I holding at the level of my mind? And then there was a lot of pain and a lot of tears, some sadness and all this stuff, and I started to think, since I've had the course, it's causing me all this upset. And then I asked myself the question, is it the course that's causing my upset, or is it just an idea in my mind? And I thought, yeah, it's just an idea in my mind, and even sort of wanting to identify with the course as a teacher of God, or saying that this is my path and I'm a teacher of A Course in Miracles. It's like even identifying with a label, giving myself a label and giving myself a role. I don't even have to do that. I can just have the experience without having to attach myself to any ideas. So I was walking through the woods today, and it was just a beautiful experience. I was talking with the Holy Spirit, and I said, why is this so? Why am I continually looking at my past and going into the mind and trying to find what's there and making a real deal out of it? And is it really necessary, and do I have to do that? And the answer was no, you don't have to do that. And then Holy Spirit said, look at the trees. And I looked up, and there's this whole canopy of trees, and there was reds and gold and yellows and green and brown and all these beautiful shades of these trees. And these rabbits were running in among the bushes, and there was birds flying and fishes swimming through the brook, and the Holy Spirit said, you're seeing the past. You're seeing the past now. Everything you see is the past. You don't have to go digging. This entire experience of life in the human condition has a purpose of healing, and the purpose really is forgiveness. So you don't have to dig to find anything, because you're seeing the past now. And then he said, every single image that you perceive now, every single person that you meet now, every single relationship that you're involved in now has been given you as a part of the divine plan, and it is in perfect alignment with your awakening. It's in perfect alignment with your awakening. And then I started to ask, well, you know, is there something that I need to forgive here? And do I literally have to go through that process of forgiveness? And the answer came, and it was, no, you don't have to literally stand there and say, oh, I see this image, you know, I forgive it, I release it. You don't have to do that. He said, all you have to do is see the truth and laugh. And that is forgiveness. See the truth and laugh. I think that might be my new motto, actually. I might paste that all over the house. See the truth and laugh. And then he said, the Holy Spirit said, really, it's when you look out at the images and you try and apply meaning to them based on the past, and you try to understand the images, and you apply judgment, that's when you become lost in unreality, in the illusion. Because you don't have to apply meaning, you don't have to understand, you don't have to judge. And when you can just accept that everything is as it is, and see the truth beyond it, and you can laugh, then that is forgiveness. So it was like quite a profound walk through the woods, and then we got on to dreaming, and Holy Spirit was saying it's like this entire experience is a dream, and it's an illusion that the split mind seems to make it feel concrete and real. But we actually know that it's not real. And then he referred to the sleeping dream is like when we go to bed at night. And he talked a bit about the body's physical eyes. We don't actually see with the body's physical eyes. It's really a conditioned belief. What we are seeing with is the mind of God. And when he was talking about this dream, it was reminding me of a conversation we had before. It's like, you know, when you're in complete darkness and you go to bed at night, and you close your eyes and you're in a darkened room, and you pull the quilt over your head and you sleep, yet you can dream. And I had a dream last night, and there was sound in it, lots of music, lots of noise and colour, and it felt so real. But you know, you have to question, what is it that I was seeing with? If I was in a darkened room with my eyes closed and my head under a quilt, what was I seeing with? And then it becomes obvious that we're seeing with the mind, not the body's physical eyes. It becomes really obvious. And then he was using the dream as like to explain forgiveness, and that really there's nothing to forgive. When you see the truth and you laugh, you get to a stage where you see there is no need for forgiveness. There, you know, when you get to that higher state, because there's nothing to forgive. And he said, imagine if in my dream last night, that I had gone into a family home and slaughtered an entire family, killed them, slit their throats, buried them, children, the works, done the lot. When I wake this morning, do I take on levels of guilt? Do I go on the run? Do I feel bad for what I've done? Do I go through a process or a ceremony of forgiveness? Do I try to locate this family's relatives and ask for forgiveness? No, I don't do any of that, because I know it's not real. It's not real, and it never happened. It's not real, and it never happened. And, you know, this waking dream, it's no different to this going to bed and sleeping dream. It's just not real. And so, you know, every experience is given to me, every experience, and all I have to do is see the truth and laugh. And then we got into a question which I asked, and it was like, yeah, well, what about meditation? Because so many people say the answer is within, and that you have to take time and go within. Well, then we got into this conversation about meditation, and it was like Holy Spirit said, this body that I perceive as Sally Ann, and these images that I'm seeing in the woods, and these trees, and these dogs, and these animals, and these birds, they're not outside of myself. They are within. And this entire cosmos that I seem to be seeing with the body is within. And so Holy Spirit said, don't get confused about what within is. And he said, if you identify yourself with a body, a limited, tiny, small self, you know, and that you must sit in this space and trying to locate your true self by going inward, you're identifying yourself as a small self. This entire experience is within. And so there was this deep truth about meditation, and the Holy Spirit said, this life that you're experiencing is a meditation. And when your mind is focused on truth, that's meditation. When your mind is so focused on truth that you're aware of the thoughts rising up within you and dissolving away, when you're aware of the words dropping through you, when you're aware of the experience around you, when you're completely focused on reality and truth in every moment now, that's meditation. That's meditation. And so, yeah, it was a really a lovely conversation, and I wanted to really remember it, and so this is my voice recorded journal, if you like. And so yeah, it was really deep. And so I literally don't have to go within and start digging and looking for past, because It's given.